You ever notice how the quiet guy in the corner somehow gets her attention without saying a word? There's a reason for that. And it's not luck. It's a psychological chain reaction that you can trigger too. You've probably seen it, the quiet guy in the corner who isn't the loudest, funniest, or flashiest, yet somehow she notices him. That's not magic. And it's definitely not luck, it's psychology at work. When someone stays calm and grounded in a room full of noise, they create what scientists call a contrast effect. The human brain is wired to notice what feels different. His stillness signals confidence and safety, which immediately lowers her guard. Add in a slow smile or brief eye contact, and it triggers something powerful: curiosity. She begins to wonder why he's so calm, what he's thinking, and if he's noticing her. That curiosity grows into attraction, because her mind starts filling in the blanks. You can use this same effect. Be intentional, be present, and let her curiosity do half the work before you even speak. The accidental signal: picture this. Rain is pouring. The world feels quiet, and she's standing under a shop roof, clutching her bag. You walk up, not too close, not too far, and just stand there, calm and collected. You don't rush to speak, because silence isn't awkward when you're comfortable with yourself. Then you glance over, meet her eyes, and give a simple, genuine smile and nod. She smiles back, and something invisible happens. Her brain registers you as safe. Psychologists call this a safety signal, a nonverbal cue that tells her you're not a threat, you're approachable, and she can relax. This moment is powerful because it bypasses words and logic and goes straight to emotion. Before a single conversation starts, trust is built. Attraction often begins in these quiet, simple moments where you create comfort without pressure. The memory spark. Instead of rushing to impress her with stories about myself, I turned the moment into something we could share. I looked at the rain and said, "This smells like the first day of school." It was random, simple, but it unlocked something. She laughed and said, "Oh my God, yes." In that instant, we weren't just two strangers standing in the rain. We were sharing a memory, a feeling, an emotion. Psychologists call this nostalgia bonding, when a shared memory or familiar feeling triggers warmth and connection. Nostalgia has the power to make people feel safe, happy, and open because it reminds them of simpler, meaningful times. When you create this kind of shared moment, it feels natural, not forced. Her brain links that warm, nostalgic feeling with you, making you part of the memory. That's why nostalgia is such a powerful emotional shortcut to connection. Flip her feelings in seconds. As we walked together, she casually mentioned that she used to hate the rain as a kid, the wet shoes, the mud, the mess. Most guys would have either agreed with her or started arguing to prove why rain is actually nice. But instead of debating, I smiled and said, "Maybe today I can make you like it a little." That one line changed everything. Suddenly, the rain wasn't just rain anymore. It became part of a game, a challenge, a shared experience between us. Psychologists call this reframing, taking a negative association and gently shifting it into a positive one. The moment I said that, her brain started looking for reasons to enjoy the moment, because I'd planted the idea that it could be fun. Instead of complaining about the weather, she laughed when a drop landed on her face. She started noticing the smell, the sound, the cozy vibe. And because I was the one who triggered this shift, she connected that new playful feeling with me. This is the magic of reframing. It doesn't just change her mood, it changes the meaning of the moment and ties it to you, leaving her wondering. As we were talking, my phone buzzed with a message. I glanced at the screen, smiled not too big, just enough to look amused, and then slipped the phone back into my pocket. She noticed and asked, "What was that about?" Instead of answering, I smiled again and said, "I'll tell you about it next time." That single line changed everything. In her mind, there now had to be a next time. What I'd done was trigger something called the Zeigarnik effect, a psychological phenomenon, where people remember and dwell on incomplete tasks or unfinished stories more than completed ones. By not telling her immediately, I left a small, playful gap that her brain wanted to close. This gap builds anticipation, making her think about you even after you leave. It's not manipulation, it's creating a natural reason for future connection, powered by curiosity. The quiet goodbye. When it was time to leave, I didn't drag out the moment or try to force anything. I simply smiled and said, "I hope it rains again soon." It sounded casual, but it was much more than that. It was planting a seed. Psychologists call this future pacing, subtly suggesting a scenario that puts you both together again in the future. It's powerful because it ties the good emotions she's feeling right now to the idea of meeting again. instead of saying, "Let's meet again," which can feel like pressure. This line keeps it light and playful. It reminds her of the exact atmosphere you just shared, the sound of rain, the laughter, the warmth, and makes her associate you with that memory. When it rains again, her mind will instantly replay that moment with you, creating a natural pull to repeat it and deepen the connection. These aren't lines or tricks, they're moments that make her brain light up. Safety, nostalgia, curiosity, they all wire her emotions to you. Try creating moments like these, and you won't have to chase love. Love will find you. If you felt this story, imagine how many more secrets of the mind are waiting for you. Click on one of these videos and keep unlocking the psychology that makes love, attraction, and connection effortless. Because here on Psychology Masters, we don't just talk about love, we decode it.